Most people don't realize that their biggest source of programming is their childhood. I mean, sure, we've all been told that we learn the most between the ages of 0 to 7, but they don't necessarily explain how it affects us later on. Those ingrown patterns, those memories, they've actually shaped how you operate today. Now, whether you know it or not, you created a template, and you use this template every single day. Right now, I want you to have an aha moment. This is the ability to brighten the picture. You already know you got limiting beliefs, so let's avoid the obvious. We all have 3 types of programming: the conscious, the subconscious, and the unconscious. When you have blockages, that's the unconscious programming. That means your mind had questions and concerns, but there was no obvious answer for it. I'll give you an example. Do you remember being a kid and asking an adult a question, and you thought it should be an easy, obvious answer? But for whatever reason, all the adults didn't have the response or the answer that made sense. It went from conscious, which is you actively asking a question about it, and it moved to unconscious, where there was no good answer, so you tucked it in the back of your mind. Without realizing, it structured your subconscious, which is the part of you that does things without really knowing why you do it, but you know you're supposed to be doing it, so you just do it anyway. The unconscious is the deep current underneath the subconscious. It's time for you to revive those unconscious thoughts and bring them back to your consciousness. This means reviving parts of your childhood memories that didn't have right answers, good answers, valid answers. It may have even been painful questions, but you want to recognize the origin of your stories. Why did you tell yourself that? For whatever reason. Why? Recognizing the origin of the story will help you understand the reason for the patterns. For instance, if you're struggling with relationships, it may be that you saw another relationship that caused you to ask questions that didn't have good answers, like why them folks still stayed together, or why is mama and daddy yelling at me? You witnessing struggle love, staying in situations that you don't deserve, or you feeling the energy of being yelled at or feeling like you're oppressed, you stay using that same template until you choose to see something different, say something different, or give life in a different way to that story. Your most significant transformations happen when you start changing the origin story. Just because another person chose to stay in a damaging relationship doesn't mean you have to. Because someone else chose poverty doesn't mean you have to. You gain infinite more power when you know why you're doing something. You're now the adult your childhood needed.